I'm Deb Johnson again. I am back home from my pineapple fabric sale, and I thought I would show you what I ended up getting. The first one is a couple of yards of this really cool modern Kaffe facet. And just to remind you, in case you haven't seen the other one yet, all of this fabric that was not on a bolt was by the pound, 3 yards for $8.99, which makes it $2.99 a yard. And I got home and counted because I paid for 16 pounds. And sure enough, it worked out to 48 yards because I measured each piece just to make sure. And sure enough, they were right. This is a lovely gray with a little bit of a shiny metallic running in the white and the lighter lines. Love this piece. Then there were some pieces I bought off the bolt. Let me show you this one. This is one of them. And this is, I'll try to tell you what the fabric manufacturer is in case you see something you'd like to find. And this is a Garden Party by Michael Miller. Michael Miller Fabrics. And the reason I bought this, I saw it on the bolt and I bought it, is because back at the Myrtle Beach Quilt Party, I bought 4 yards of this Kaffe facet because I saw an amazing quilt. If you go back to the video where the teachers were giving their show and tell, you will see a quilt made with this. And it was done kaleidoscope style, and you can't believe the variation of the blocks she got from this one fabric. So when I saw this, I went, oh my gosh, it's perfect to do a border for this quilt when I make it. So I got that. I bought 2 yards of this. I wanted to have plenty of room. Then I found this fabric on the bolt was $5.99 a yard. Great deal, let me tell you. Now the name of this fabric, this is Danscapes Natural by Dan Morris for RJR Fabrics. And you know they're a wonderful fabric maker. But I love doing landscapes. Isn't that just perfect for the water? So I got a yard of that. And then I saw this, and you know I'm going to do a series of space-related themes. I thought this would be perfect for the nebulas and even some parts of the Milky Way because of the different colors. This is Studio E fabric. Really nice. So I got a yard of that. Alright, so now I'm back to the rest of this, and this was all by the pound. This is perfect for landscapes. I found it in a scrap box. Here's another good sized piece, perfect for landscapes. Wouldn't they be wonderful? Pebbles at the bottom of a little creek or stream. And I thought that was lovely. Then here, and I forgot who did that one. Let me see who did this one. And this is, whoops, I'm having a hard, I don't know how to find the manufacturer name on batiks. But this is a beautiful blue batik. Would be great for water, for sky. Got some of that. And here was out of the scrap basket. I think it'll be wonderful for sky and water. Then, talking about landscapes, look at this. Isn't this wonderful? And the one thing by the pound, some of the fabrics were cut in pretty good pieces. So I've got plenty of this to share. This was made by Andover Fabrics. Okay. Now, this would be great for volcanoes. This would be good for molten planets. This would be good for sunsets, reflection of sun. I just think that's really lovely. All right, for landscapes and other things, here's Stonehenge, which is a favorite of our Bonnie. And I got a good size piece of this. And this is wonderful. I can use it in just about any quilt. It would be a good foil for this fabric. It would also do really well with this fabric because of the tans and the olives, and then you just cut exactly where you want that particular color. So I got a good size piece of this. Then I found this fabric, and this was the one thing I bought just for me because I just thought it was beautiful. And see, this is like a olivey brown, and this fabric is Savannah Classics Washington Street Studio PB Textiles. Love it. And I got a good size piece of this. Then I thought this would be wonderful, an olivey brown as a dark for this fabric. This fabric was made by, and it's an Andover fabric as well. And I do believe this is a reproduction Civil War era, and it's just gorgeous. I wish you could see it in person. It's got a sheen to it, and the hand, which is what they call the drape, the feel, the hang of a fabric, is just amazing. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I could see a woman in the 1800s having an entire dress made out of this. Beautiful. Then I thought this would be really good with this fabric here. Then I thought this one would be good, and it would be good with this or with this. And this fabric is Pony Express by Northcott. And to go with that, here's Pony Express fabric here. Yep, the Pony Express by Northcott. And here you'll see, whoops, let me show it right side up. You'll see some of the Pony Express riders. But I love this because this fabric says World Traveler to me. I think it's very classy fabric. So I've got that. And to do backgrounds with, here is a Northcott fabric. And it's a wonderful marbled fabric. It would be wonderful for both of these quilts, actually, both of those fabrics in a quilt. Then here is a huge piece of Jenny Beyer background. Isn't that beautiful? That's Jenny Beyer by RJR. Then here are some more Jenny Beyer. And I love this. I love that deep dark. And I got a couple pieces of that, because it's not often you get Jenny Beyer fabric for $2.99 a yard. Then, and I just want to show you something. Pineapple Fabrics is a division of Keepsake Quilting. You all know the quality in Keepsake Quilting. And Pineapple Fabrics does a lot of the packaging and the bundling for Keepsake Quilting. And that's how we get these wonderful sales, because whatever they have left over, then they sell at a good sale. And Keepsake Quiltings is up in New Hampshire, in Center Harbor. Look at this charming store. But Pineapple Fabrics, where it's put together in the warehouse, is down in North Carolina. So we're real tickled. Now, oh, I didn't show you all. I have some more landscape fabrics. Here is a piece I got, which was great for deep ocean or nighttime sky. Then I reached in the scrap box and found these wonderful pieces for landscapes, as well as these. So I'm very, very tickled. In that scrap box, I also found a Jenny Beyer. And this is what she calls her eyelash fabric. All right. If you remember when I went to the Myrtle Beach quilt party, I made a quilt called Blooming Butterflies. And I had found a rainbow fabric, but it didn't have all of the colors in it, and that kind of bothered me. Well, I saw this on the $2.99 a yard table, and I bought it. Now this, I haven't measured it, but I have a feeling it's 4 yards. So I think I'll be sharing this with some of our prizes. In fact, a lot, not a lot, but a good amount of this fabric will end up going in some form or size piece in our prize packages. But I'm very excited to find this rainbow stripe. And you know, stripes are fun. I have a mandala that maybe one day I'll teach you how to make using a striped fabric. Then, thinking back, with this piece that I bought from Myrtle Beach Quilt Party in mind, And you know, that's why I bought my border. I thought, well, it's probably a good idea to stock up on some greens. And this is Patrick Luce, and it's by RJR. And you know him, he's very good. I found some, it's a good size package of this unusual gray. It has an odd feeling hand to it, but it is a Wyndham fabric, so it's just unusual. But you can always use neutrals, ladies and gentlemen. So here is a Quilting Treasures, a good, I don't know how, at least 3 yards on here. And you know it's my new favorite color. And then some Tula Pink. I was very excited to get this Tula Pink. Isn't that great? Yep, I think this one's going to go to a quilter across the ocean. And then I got some bright pink. Again, to make sure I had something to go with that case facet. So this is a good size piece of this, but I'm short on pink, so I knew I better get something. So I think, people, I think that this is my video for what I bought at the pineapple fabric sale. And there are 52 yards of fabric in these piles. So I'm very, very tickled, except for 4 yards of this, which were on sale for $5.99. All of the other 48 ended up $2.99 a yard. So I'm going to make very good use. There's all kinds of hopes and dreams in this big pile of color. So I think I'm going to close this out for now. And to any of y'all who are on the prize list, you might see some of these show up in your mailbox one day. So take good care, and I will see you on my live stream tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.